Yeah, I understand. Mic on, right?
Mic
Yeah,
on.
there it is. It always has to announce that. Live streaming. So we got Mr. Cordero, we got Starman, we got Holy Pilgrim. Can you guys hear me? That would be very important. Just type out the word dog dirt into the chat, just like I presented. And one of you fine individuals will be winning a copy of Banner Saga 1. Glad to know you can hear me. Alright, so looks like we got Mr. Cordero and Holy Pilgrim running against each other here. Random number generator between 1 and 2. Here we go. Oh! Now I needed to make it between 1 and 3, so here we go. Gonna give Starman 92 a chance here. And the winner is Starman 92. Starman 92, you have earned yourself a copy of Banner Saga 1. I will chase you down on the Air of Carthage Discord later to get you the key. And with that done, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to give you all the recap. Here we go.
When the sun suddenly stopped in the sky, calamity followed. Stone-armored dredge poured out of the north. A darkness bled across the land, and a world-devouring serpent carved chasms in search of something. The races of men and Val fled south in vast caravans, dealing with the dread General Bellower and the treachery of Borsgard's governor, Rugger, to eventually arrive at the human capital of Arborang. Rugger's scheming and old rivalries with the king of Arborang poisoned their chances for safety. Can they restore the peace before the city turns on itself? Juno and Eyvind, powerful spellweavers who claim they can turn back the darkness, continued on to the Valka libraries, where a terrible confrontation left Manahar in ruin. The spellweavers now have no choice but to push into the darkness itself, protected only by a spell of light and a reluctant crew of mercenaries. Will they be able to drive away the darkness before all of Arborang and humanity is swallowed up? And at what cost? One way or another, the saga comes to a close.
Alright, so we're looking at about 17-ish seconds of stream delay right now. Not ideal, but that's probably because of needing to run multiple applications just for, like, you know, the giveaway and for checking out the chat earlier. Mr. Cordero asks, who ships Eyvind and Juno? Well, I mean, the game does, clearly. So there we go. That's our recap. Summary of Banner Saga 1 and 2. A little bit more personal. As I'm going to go ahead and turn this music down a little bit because we already heard it. In our play of Banner Saga 1 and 2, some interesting things have happened. We have officially sided with Rugga in the invasion of Arborang, rather than siding with King Meinulf, Ludin's father. And as a result of that decision, and because Prince Ludin was still alive, several things happened. We met at the peaceful bit. We introduced ourselves to King Meinulf, and Meinulf was in the process of thanking the Varl, specifically Hakon, for saving his son and getting his son all the way back to Arborang. And because of that, he invited the Varl in. The Varl were going to be inside the city. However, King Meinulf was not interested in letting in all of the rest of the people that were outside. Not necessarily the ones from our clan. He did offer our clan in, but he was going to leave everybody else outside. And everybody else had officially nominated Rugga to represent them. So Rugga kind of likes us, actually, which is different. I've never seen that happen before. Rugga usually hates my guts, but he kind of likes our chat. And so the chat, or specifically I should say Luke Davis, because he was the one who made the decision, decided to side with Rugga against Meinolf. And what kicked off was a fight right then and there inside the peaceful bit, inside that tent. Rugga stabs Meinolf, Meinolf gets poisoned, and we have to try and kill the king. But the Varl are on the king's side. So Hakon gets torn. He doesn't know what to do, but he has to protect his people, and he knows that Rook has to protect his people. So he just says, look, don't just be a slouch about it. Give me your best fight. And we kill Hakon in the fight. We kill Luden in that fight. Presumably Luden's dead. Presumably Hakon's dead too. I mean, we beat them down. Then we went on to fight the king again. We brought down Griss in that fight. We had the most that was probably the most ridiculous battle I've ever seen. Griss swinging for 9 points of break damage, getting through Gil's invulnerable stat, and then Gil, with 1 hit point remaining, pull off the most ridiculous guts maneuver I've ever seen for like 28 points of damage. It was absolutely nuts. And now we don't have any Varl in the party. We're just Horseborn and humans. And I'm really, really interested to see where this is going to go. So we're going to go ahead and set up a new game. We're going to import our save. We are, I do believe, Profile 4. That's us, because that was streamed on August 3rd, 2018. Here we go.
We were as far from safety as we could have been. Me, Rook, and Alette, in our small town of Skor. So much has changed since then. We traveled the length of the world to escape serpents and dredge. And still it was not enough. What I do now is madness. Somewhere in the darkness, I've been told, lurks an answer to all our desperate questions. I will make sure it sees the light of day. All I care about now is that the friends, no, the family I fought to deliver to Arberang, live to see the sun move again.
I see there are so many feelings in the chat about everything I just said. So the true hero, who is it going to be? Who do you think the true hero is? Is it Rugga? Is it Trigvi? Tricky Trigvi. No, but Chapter 16. Here we go. Banner Saga 3. This has been out for a week. The true hero comes reluctantly. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at our hero's tent just to give you an idea. We are outside of Arberang. We have not made it in yet. This is a rare scenario. Okay, so let me see if I can go ahead and turn off. Okay, there is no option. It's usually over here to the left of the panel to turn off tutorial. But we're just going to go ahead and click, just so we can get that out of the way so I don't have to look at it again. Alright, this is our party. Remember, it was almost like, from the word roster down, it was almost 3 ranks deep last time. Okay, we do have Mule Kick back on Roek. That's good news. So I have to make a quick decision between Roek or Skathak. Yeah, we'll stick to Skathak. I got to listen to one of the developers actually stream the game, and he says he pronounces this as Skathak. I always thought it was Skathach, but yeah, he's in our lineup. We have some new items. This is the Gold Bridle that we picked up in battle. This is actually, the Gold Wasp is a part of a DLC, but it's something we get, and it's poison damage, -1 strength on target turn, +3 will, +3 move, +1 aggro. I'm going to promote Canary, and I'm going to give that to her right away, instead of Brenna's Lock, because that really just doesn't do her very much good. So right away, I'm making a promotion choice, and we're going to bring her up to a 15. We're going to confirm that. And Canary now has a poison attack of 1. Why is that important? Because she also has poison tipped at 3 ranks. So she's going to hit them with 15 strength, and then she can poison them for up to 4 points per turn. It'll be beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Nobody else is ready to promote. You'll also notice everybody got a huge buff all the way up to rank 8. And that means we can really do some interesting things with gear and equipment. We did get this back for the 3 break. I think instead of Durduryu, I'm going to use Roek now that I have 2 people with a Mule Kick, because that ability is just... Oh, wait, what am I talking about? I didn't realize Oddleaf wasn't in there. Never mind. Sorry, Roek, you're out of the list. Trigby, don't need him in there. We could theoretically use him in there. Nid, what's your secondary ability? So she has Bird of Prey and Rain of Arrows. Good. I can have 2 Rain of Arrow traps. So right now it's about... So Canary is our anchor. Definitely have to figure out... Let's see, Scathak, what item did I give you? Because I might just trade that out for... So you have +2 move, -1 aggro. Now you're going to have +3 break. You're now a 7 break monster is what you are. That's what you are. And then... Let's see here. Nobody's at level 10 yet. Brenna's Lock, +2 will, +1 will on rest, +1 to all talents. It's not really useful to anybody yet. God Scale, +3 armor, +1 aggro. Gil already has an aggro item, which is, you know, +1 to several stats, and that's actually more valuable to him because he's not really gonna, with his invulnerability stat, he doesn't really need more armor. So then, I mean, you guys tell me, do you want to see another Rain of Arrows Bowmaster? Do you want to see another high damage Horseborn Javelin Chucker? Do you want to see Roek for even more mule kicking? Do you want to see Eirik? He's a dude from Banner Saga 1. Do you want to see Aleo do nothing in my lineup? Or do you want to see Tricky Trigby? I think I know which one you're going to go for. I think it's always going to be about Tricky Trigby. He has 8 points to spend too. That can really kind of make something into him from all that. Especially if I have like a crit item that I can give him. He's level 8. Let's see here. Do I have anything that would be good for crit on him? Oh, I could just give him back his necklace. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put Trigby in. We're going to max out his crit. And then we are going to give him some more armor. He's going to need that. 2 points left. I want to try and do whatever I can to avoid damage. So we'll give him dodge. So we're going to confirm that. So there we go. Trigby's in. Where's Luke Davis? Holy Pilgrim says, I have words for him. Alright. So yeah, I actually have a rank 1 item in play. We'll see how long that lasts. So there they are. Let me see if there's anybody else with just points to spend. 12 points available. We're just going to go through and real quick make these happen. She has 1 point remaining. Crit, right? It's always crit. Crit's always good. Oddleaf's points are spent. Durdryu's at 6 points. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Confirm that. Oh, I accidentally hit cancel because I'm a derp. Confirm. Who's next? Canary's already spent up. Roek with 4 points available. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Scathak. Oh, I can even... Oh, Scathak. You're now at 15. And we're going to do max armor, max exertion. Confirm that. Scathak's going to be an absolute beast in this. That's great. Rook has nothing available. Eirik, 14 points available. Alright, sure. We'll just in case we ever decide we're going to field you. Because guess what? Everybody kind of has a chance to hit the field in this game. It's a pretty unique twist in everything. I don't know that I'll ever have a purpose for Aleo, but I'll try. There we go. That's good for him. Gil has 2 points available. Fascinating. Alright, then give him the 1 more health. And he already has some divert. So we'll go ahead and max that out, confirm that. And that's it. That's everybody. So let's just jump right on in. So crazy what's happened to our roster. Absolutely crazy. If I have any hype men here in the chat watching right now, let me just go ahead and tell you, do me a favor, periodically jump onto the Discord, see if you can't track down these legendary individuals of my chat. You know, the Luke Davises, the Starmen, even though I already have Starman here, the Pilgrims. You know the ones I'm talking about. Just check in there every once in a while, see if you can't get them to hop on in. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go and talk to Oddleaf. A single white bird catches your eye, drifting overhead like a kite. How long has it been since you last saw a bird? Rook. They're almost ready with the battering ram again. Get up. You're exhausted. The gates of Arborang have been closed to you and many other refugees, and now you've joined an uphill battle to change that, both literally and figuratively. And remember how we had just cleaned ourselves up at the end of Banner Saga 2? You know, he like trimmed his hair, shaved his beard a little bit, got everything out of his face. Well, he's back to looking like crap, folks. Rook is not happy. What are you doing? Staring at clouds? I'm having second thoughts about what we're doing here. It's a bit late to start having doubts. I know that look. Of all the choices I could have made, why side with Rugga? It's because you do the right thing, Rook. You just can't help yourself. And you couldn't let King Meinolf abandon thousands of us out here, with the dredge on the horizon and the darkness closing. Let me make this easy for you. Once we get through that wall, we go our separate ways. You won't see the governor of Boarsgard again. Is that a promise, Rugga? Depends on whether we succeed today. What's the plan? At my word, clansmen start fires further down the wall. That should split their attention from the gates. Archers behind my shields as they run the battering ram forward. They'll be waiting to greet us with swords and axes. That's why you're here. Who knows? Maybe they'll lay down their blades at the mere sight of the hero from Skogar. And if the gates stand again, even if we bash our way in, it won't stand, not this time. Trust me. Just remind your horse folk whose side they're on, will you? They're making the rest of us uneasy. His grin is jagged as a hyena's and half as reassuring. He barks, and fighters begin to form up again. Okay, we are ready for battle. This might be the first time I've used Trigvi with the intent of making him a regular in the lineup. Here it is. I'm on the opposite side of this encounter than I usually am. One of us has to get through that gate. Is that the objective, really? I just have to get up there? Stand back. Oh, he already kicked it over. Man. Okay, so here's the thing. 1 point of strength damage for standing in fire. Well, as usual, let's go ahead and take a look at the battlefield in its gorgeousness. There's just a lot going on this time. There's the battering ram. It's done its job. Crazy to look at all of this. Alright. Well, time to get started. Looks like biggest thing to worry about is probably going to have to be this guy up top, but he has so much in his way. So if I run a strategy of starting at the bottom and working my way in, I've got 3 archers to worry about, that Varl. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to set up Gil to make an end run at that gap. Oddleaf behind to support Rook, that one on the flanks, and we'll do the Horseborn to either side. Do melee this side, Canary this side, and we're ready. Okay, so then, we're just going to have him charge on through. First one to start is going to be him, followed by the one in the back, followed by that archer, followed by that archer, followed by that archer. It's going to be a while before we can actually use an Oddleaf trap, I think. So, okay, I'm going to run here, and then yeah, we'll just do Stonewall, just to be safe. So that's a 6 break, 4, 5, 5, 5, 4. we're just gonna do the stone wall for 2 points. We might take a point of break, but that's fine. They have to waste all of their willpower to do it. He walked away. Of all the things I didn't expect to see the Varl do today, walk away was not one of them. So instead of doing the typical arrow trap, I'm actually going to go for a slag and burn right here, because I've got so many targets that hurt from that. And they're really grouping up there, which makes me think about all of like my AoE attacks, but I just don't have them because I don't have any Varl. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of my ranged power here. And okay, I can kill that archer, or I can beat up that one. So we'll do a regular attack there. They did not use their turn. Alright. Gonna have Roic run through. He's gonna take, looks like 2 points of fire damage, bringing him down to 13. That means he would only be able to deal like a couple points of damage, but you know what he does get to do? He does get to stun them with the mule kick. We're just gonna push him over there with the others, and then move down to this corner here. Wow, 7 points of break, I believe that was. Impressive. Gonna send Trigby over here. We're just gonna break up some of the barriers in the way. Wow, he artery struck that barrier. Did you see that? He stabbed that barrier right in the artery. Alright, so that guardsman I'm not worried about. Spearman, whatever. That guy's stunned. Canary, can you reach the Varl there? No, you can't. Can you reach that Varl? Yes, you can. Alright, so gonna have her use her massive poison advantage here. So he'll take 4 damage on his next turn. And I'm gonna stand here. I'm gonna pull off a guts. Here it is. Ba-bam! Don't give up now! Okay. Every reason to continue my slag and burn. They think they can play with fire. So can I. That's gonna kill at least one archer here. And a little bit of collateral. Once we get someone through the gate, we can put an end to this fight. Sure, I'm kind of renown farming right now, because these guys do not know how to fight, clearly. Let's go ahead and put a huge break on this guy. Then I have Roic run in and do some damage. But he can't reach them, so never mind, he's just gonna rest. That guy fell back anyway. What are they doing? Alright, Trigby, I'm just gonna have you run through. Kill that archer. Why not? Now somebody's attacking. Deflected entirely. It's the archer in the back, then it's that guardsman. Canary, can you reach that guardsman? Oh, can she? Do not run through the fire to do it, however. Alright. We're gonna do another poison tip, this time on the guardsman. Archers at least know what's up. They know they need to attack us. Ooh, look at this. Yes, please. We're gonna do another guts. Kaboom! Odd leaf. I think I'm just gonna have her run through. And we're gonna do a normal attack. Break this guy's armor up some more. Deflected. Rook's turn. go ahead and run through. And who's our target? That's out of range. Yeah, he's only a 3. I'm not worried about him. That guy's a 7. Yeah, let's deal a little bit extra damage on him. There we go. The gate cannot fall. They're just going to keep running through. More fighters to the gate. To arms. Deflected. Gonna run him up. End his turn. Alright. Who's up that I gotta worry about? The guy in the back. Not worried about. Trigby can just remove this guy from initiative, but then... yeah, then Rook can get out the other way, which makes more sense. So go ahead and do that. It's a kill for Trigby. Oh, and he actually granted some willpower for doing that. And it's that big guy. Alright. Perfect. So she deals 2 damage. He gets the next turn. Because he's poisoned, he dies, he loses his turn. Gil's turn. Let's see here. That archer's next. Then here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up here. Guess what? I'm going to do another guts. Do you have it? Killed the archer. That guy's really hurt. Oddleaf's turn. That's actually a really good target for another slag and burn because they just keep grouping together. Awesome. So the guardsman died on his turn. So that guy's next, and it's Rook's turn. So we'll go ahead and have Rook move up. Hit him for 4 damage. Nah, we'll make it 5. This is going great so far. Hey, Reptile King, glad to see you here. Deflected. I'm actually just gonna have Roach. Don't want to have him step in the coals. I'll just move up. I didn't need to use the war horn on him, but there we go. Spearman's up. He's gonna get. Oh, he managed to stab Gil. That's a good call. However, I've got spearmen of my own, and my only real target here looks like it's going to be to run through that Varl and stab this guy in the back. Let me go ahead and use his special ability, the pig sticker, for a chance of crit. But that's only 10%. Oh, it's a base 20% chance to crit on top of everything else. He gets the crit, he gets the kill. In the meantime, in a bizarre twist of fate, my wife just decided she wants to bake a cake. She just handed me a bowl full of buttercream. No, what is that? What'd you say? It's just the cake batter. Yeah, this is, and it's so sweet it tastes like buttercream. This is love, folks. This is love. Okay. Canary's turn. There's a new archer in the back. Nah, I'm not worried about the archer. That guy back there might be a problem. He's the next big threat. So I'm gonna have Canary set up here. And she has 3 willpower, so you know what that means? Another poison tipped. 3 points of damage base, and then 4 points of poison on his turn. The archer is sick and tired of this nonsense. Gotta hurt Canary. Gil's turn. Let's see here. One more willpower, 1 more guts. Three points there. Okay, Oddleaf. Just gonna have you run up. I don't think I'm gonna be in range for a slag and burn that's gonna be useful. No, not really. So let's do some break. Gonna have Rook run up here. Let's see here, that Varl's gonna die on his turn. Let's just go ahead and start bringing down that spearman. Let's see. Oh, this will be neat. I would waste all of his. Oh. Okay. Gonna run over here. We're gonna mule kick this guy through his friend. Pop. And then we're gonna run over to the side. Deflected. Tricky little trick V. Gonna step up here. We're gonna use the pig sticker ability. Plus 20% chance for critical be from the one adjacent ally, which is Rook, on top of his already huge passive crit bonus. Boom. Brings that guy down to 1. Canary, why don't you go ahead and get into position to hit that archer. For 4 points. Takes 1 point of poison on her turn. Rook takes the damage, but that's no big deal. Alright. Set up right here. We're going to do a break. So their only really significant damage character is left. He's going to go for Trick V. Then he's mad. He's wailing on him. Trick V's at 4 damage now. But you know what? That's a beautiful spot for Slag and Burn. When you group up, you just make it easier. Oh, more fighters. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna set up right here. I'm gonna do a Mark Prey, break a little bit of his armor, and let everybody else kill him. Roek's turn. We're gonna get a nice mule kick on. No? Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and do a trample. No? We can't do either? Alright then. Just kill this guy. Thanks. Okay, Trick V. Step up 1 spot. And give me 1 more pig sticker. Oh, that'd be a waste. She only has 1 hit point. Kill her. Oh, no, wait. Here's why it isn't a waste. Because it's guaranteed 1 point of damage. No, never mind. I was wrong about that. But she died. I'm confused about what just happened there. Very confused. We'll do another poison tipped. Hit this guy with it. You can tell I'm just determined to make as many extra kills as I can. Four points of break. I really should just start using Roek's break, right? I gave him that item for a reason. Keep pushing. Cake batter. I do love cake batter. Alright. So here I go. Let me show off his 7 break. I love it. There's end turn right there. They're regretting their life choices right now. Ah, more just... Okay. Alright. Alright, boys. You've made your point. I'll just go ahead and run on through then. When it's, you know, convenient for me. Alright, kill. Just farm out a couple more kills here real quick. See? No biggie. But I definitely need to end this before Rook dies. Rook will be able to escape. Right? That should be the escape route. Are we done? Nope, we're not done. No, wait. Just the break. Yep. Not sure what else there is to do, so I guess I'll just go ahead and keep going for kills. Deflected. I don't really want to risk my guys getting killed here anymore, you know? I've now swapped sides with them. Like, there's not much more room. Oh, deflected at 90%. Come on, how do I finish then? What's there left to do? How do I get through the gate? Looks like I'm about to be... Okay. We're in. Open the doors. Okay, good. I was worried I was about to start taking injuries. .28 renown, that's what I'm talking about. Reptile King is already warning that he's going to eat Holy Pilgrim. This is the kind of chat that I was hoping for today. Oh, Reptile King has his Jurassic World sticker book. That's nice. Alone in the Fighting gives you a moment to take stock of what your allies are doing. As Arborang's defenders fall, Ruga exercises a mischievous ghost of a smile. You brace yourself for whatever he's about to do. Brothers, our hearts have never been in killing kinsmen, Ruga shouts, turning so everyone can hear him. If this is what it takes to unite us, so be it! He crosses his wrists above his head as he approaches Arborang's guards, their weapons rattling with mistrust. Oddleaf groans, her bow still drawn. What treachery now? Ruga's hands are bound. His fighters draw back, unsure of what has happened. Hours later, an answer finally arrives. The gates are drawn open. To your great surprise, King Meinolf decrees an end to this fighting. He welcomes all refugees into the city, shouts a man in Arborang's colors. But as a captain of his guard, I warn you, do not test his generosity. We are now inside Arborang. Just like that. So, let me show it to you, because it is quite the view. There's the darkness in the background, fully engulfing the sky. The water is green with the blood of the serpent. And here is the top of Arborang. That's the king's house over there on the left-hand side of your screen. And there's 3 tiered walls. So there's the black wall section here with the tower and the king's hall. There's the next tier down. And then there's the tier beyond that. And then there's just the people who've been outside, which until recently was us. And then there's a little port down there. So we're going to go ahead and head to the gate. A crush of people slowly pile through the gates, squeezing close together. The guard captain calls you over as you pass. He has Ruga close at hand. If it were up to me, I'd have you in chains alongside Ruga. But our king has asked for you personally. He says you're to be treated as a guest. I've been ordered to escort you to a gathering at the Great Hall, along with this cur. Ruga flashes a sort of grin that makes him so punchable. Good to see you too, Petrus. A captain now. You've been busy. Petrus restrains himself. You consider the king's surprising orders. What made the king decide to open the gates to everyone? I can't speak for King Meinolf, but if these people had never joined banners with this snake, they'd have found safety a lot sooner. Another of Meinolf's lies. That reminds me, I need to find a gag. King Meinolf will speak to you, both, when we reach the Great Hall. And don't try anything. The king may be willing to trust you based on stories alone, but I am not. Holy Pilgrim says the darkness is hardly noticeable. The sky is purple. Maybe it's a colorblind thing. You never know. I shouldn't laugh. But remember, the sun has stopped. The sky should be blue. Or if it's snowing, white. Look at how many people there are already. What a march. From Skoger to here. Come a long way. The fields between the outer and inner walls of Arboring are brimming with different people and clans. All stare as the masses enter. A pair of curious children run to you in awe. Can I ride the horse, people? Gasps a young boy. His mother grabs him by the arm, blurting apologies. A man with a short banner of his own approaches. Excuse my wife and son, he says. There isn't anyone in Arboring who hasn't heard of you. We're a small clan, he continues, of strong men and smart women. Give us the honor of joining our banner to yours. Oddleaf gives you an uncertain shrug. 1, 2, or 3. This is your first choice of the stream. You're welcome, guys. 1, we've already got more clansmen than we can manage. 2, any allies are welcome in these times. Or 3, keep your head down, trying to avoid a scene. Give me a chance to actually catch up on my chat. You guys have been busy. Hashtag adult things, yeah. Adults do what they want. If it's sticker books, then so it shall be. Holy Pilgrim's asking, is this where it ends? If we lost before we have even begun, that first battle is not going to be the end of us. Come on. Some peasants in the way. Trigby did not carry that fight, however. And Mr. Cordero says if Scatback dies, he will kill somebody. Well, I'll try to keep him alive for you. And Holy Pilgrim says that he'll die if Oddleaf dies. I'll also keep that in mind for you. Reptile King says, yeah, eyes, lungs, pancreas, so many snacks, so little time. Talking about his carnivorous habits. Holy Pilgrim says the darkness in the sky, it's just a Tuesday or Sunday in this case. And our banner is absurdly long at this point. Okay, so it looks like we're going for number 2. Any allies are welcome in these times. Alright, here we go. The man claps you on the shoulder, and many other clans promise to sow their banners to yours as you travel towards the Great Hall. 100 clansmen, 10 fighters, 50 supplies, and 0 Varl. We have no Varl. This should be awkward when we run into like Mogr. Hey Mogr. So I killed Hacken. Hope you don't hold a grudge. I mean, who is Hacken's Kender? That's probably Mogr, isn't it? Without Hacken, Mogr's probably in charge of the remaining Varl. Barter thrives in the shadow of catastrophe as people haggle their treasured family heirlooms for a handful of grain. Between robbery and theft, it's been a real problem, Petrus tells you. Eventually, we gave up patrolling the lower rings of Arborang. Every man for himself down here. You pass more than a few reminders of better times. Though gossip is traded freely, most items and supplies are outrageously expensive. Still, you can afford to take a look. We'll browse as we go. Here and there, a piece of someone's old life catches your eye. We must unite and face the darkness. Mortar? Oh, I have more used baking goods that I can lick clean. Sweet, thank you. Oh, this is the buttercream. Mmm, delightful. Okay. 2 break talents, 30% crit chance, +1 ranged distance. Don't mind if I do. Oops, this one is +2 move, +5 break, -5 strength attack. No, thank you. 3 talents for all, 2 will per turn, and never deflected. This one is plus armor to adjacent allies and self, 1 will per turn, +3 will talents. I think we're okay there. I'm going to save the rest of the renown for leveling characters. Holy Pilgrim is telling Morger to get a sticker book. Keep your eyes open. Some of these people were ready to kill us just hours ago. All right. This should be interesting. Thought you'd get away with this. A manslayer is nearby. He and his cronies are already drinking their way through the streets. Aye, we demand justice. He bleats in the face of a confused horseborn. Ahead, more horseborn rear up at spear point. Canary and her companions thrust weapons and words back at their accusers, unintimidated. Stay out of this, Petrus warns. You've done enough already. His guards try to separate the angry clansmen, but only manage to fan the flames. Justice for Tolier! Turns into a chant, spreading until it infects a great mass of people. The horseborn came with you, they accuse. You're protecting murderers! Someone attacks and others follow. Okay, so the new item is for a level 9 character, and that has got to go on Oddleaf, who I will now promote. Or if not Oddleaf, hold on, because she has, oh, that's just crit chance? Okay, promote, confirm. For her points, we're going to go ahead and give her the other 2 dodge. Confirm that, and that's your new item. Better than what you had by far. And unfortunately not enough renown to promote anybody else, so we're going to go ahead and ready up for the next battle. Hold on, Reptile King, you have to spend 35 pounds a month for getting stickers for your sticker book? I find that hard to believe. The crowd looks riled up. Kill the rabble-rousers in blue and the rest may flee. Do you need those back? Okay, so the 2 in blue will end the encounter. The rest here are really weak and are free renown as far as I'm concerned. Hey, there's a cragsman in here. Who let the cragsman into the city? Oh wait, that was us. That's right. I forgot. We were Rugga. Okay, so I'm going to send Gil in front of first one. This formation is so easy when you don't have any varl. Ready. Okay, what's your movement range? Go all the way to there? Well, okay. I'm gonna make you come to me, but I'm not gonna waste my willpower yet. Oh, I should have. Oh, he didn't go all the way. You tricky punk. I'm gonna really throw Oddleaf out here and see if we can't convince this guy to run straight forward towards her. Just see if I can get some free damage out of him. He'll definitely be more likely to run there if I put Rook in this spot. Do some break here, just so I'm not, doing nothing. Gotcha. Oh, nice artery strike on that last shot. Bring him all the way down to 3 hit points. Hey, Scatback, can you return this guy to sender? Thanks. Oh, it's so satisfying. And guard Oddleaf. Really, and that had the added benefit of making that guy have to do a runaround. We'll just spend 1 willpower to get here. Sorry, the Spearman running animation is just so goofy. Alright, who's up? spend 8 points of damage here. He's gonna get poisoned. He'll die on his turn. Gil is, he's falling behind. Everybody's running out ahead of him. In that case, let's start working our way over here. Nobody's getting to Oddleaf, that's for sure. Let's take a look at the damage done so far. I'm gonna do a slag and burn on this archer. Break. Get that guy skipped. Scathak can't reach the next target. He's kind of worthless. He's gonna die. Or no, wait, it's a different one. Step over to here. Yeah, it might be a little bit overextended for Scathak, but he can also run back. So I'm just gonna deal the break. Or no, wait. Yeah. And we'll just hurt him. Fall back a little bit. Uh-oh. Ow. That was not nice. Trigby is going to make you realize how not nice that was. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's got some decent break. Let's see here. He's dead. He just doesn't know it yet. He's already dead. Fisted in the North Star, anyone? Anyone? I hope so. I hope I have some Fisted in the North Star fans in here. Or those people who know. Okay. Gil. Been mostly behind for this fight. Let's change that up, shall we? Where can I send you? I guess just go here and hurt this guy. That guy died on his turn, as anticipated. It's a 10-11 about ready to start, but he can't reach Oddleaf, so I'm not worried about him. That guy we can deal some break to at least. Nice range. Rook's turn. He's at a 2. He's at a 13. Let's get towards him. No. Can kill that guy. It's not that big of a threat. He's not a threat. That guy can get hurt. Why not? Do some break. Move on to the next. Okay then. I gotta say, I do love the maneuverability of the Horseborn units, but I do need to worry about somebody getting a heavy amount of damage off on Canary now. It ain't gonna be that guy. Ain't gonna be that guy. Could be him. So we're gonna go ahead and do another pig sticker for that extra crit. Boom! It's not gonna stop them from trying, that's for sure. So Canary's actually kind of hedged in here now. So I'm gonna have her do a poison tipped on this guy up here, just because he's the biggest health threat left. And time for a little bit of guts. Bam! She can tank it a little bit little bit, not a lot. Alright. So he's going to take 4 poison on his turn, and he can't hit Canary. This guy can, but is only dealing 2 points. So that one's a threat. But I think, there's a lot of interesting things I'm trying to math out here. He dies on his next turn. Let's just go ahead, step down here, kill this one. Alright, they're now at the stage where they're leaving Canary alone. But I'm not 100% convinced that they will, so I'm going to go ahead and kill this guy next. Stand in the way. He's going for Canary. That guy, get them some willpower. He dies on his turn. Canary poisoned him. He's dead on his turn. Everybody else can rest. Easy peasy. I've already got my chat talking about horse porn again. I swear it's not me. Well, we all know the boss of the dino days was the megalodon, not even a dino, a fish. The boss of the dinosaur days was, yeah, okay. Even Godzilla feared Megadon. So, are you guys debating what's going to be the most OP in Saurus? Because that's what it looks like. Oh, Flipperwort, nice to have you here. Welcome, 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 welcome. Holy Pilgrim just made a reference to the Techno Viking. Yeah. I'd like to see Techno Viking again. You know, I realize I'm doing you guys a disservice here. There is new music in this game. Let me go ahead and turn it up now that, I mean, there's no music right now, but with that reference to Techno Viking, I should absolutely let you all hear the music of the Vikings in this game. Hard to be scared of dinos when they're scared of fish. Did you see the kind of fish that dinos had to contend with? And did you remember that sharks were along well before dinosaurs ever were, and they outlived them? Don't forget that. Mosasaur dominated the sea before the Meg was feared. Utah Raptor is by far the most OP when they add it. I'm looking forward to the Utah Raptor in Saurian. I think that's going to be a lot of fun watching Reptile King play that. Assuming Reptile King can actually, you know, stick with a pack, because he's apparently incapable of that with the Dakota Raptor. Canary, the usually charismatic leader of a large horseborn tribe, wears a deep scowl. See, now I'm hearing it. Now I hear horse porn. Let me try that again. Canary, the usual charismatic leader of a large horseborn tribe, wears a deep scowl. Reptile King says, what? You know what? He says, my mother abandoned me. Yeah, well, you should have just kept following the mother. Starman's just surprised that he can even survive. I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean. Why men attack? Why so much shout? Everyone thinks you're horseborn, pillaged Tolier. This is important, Canary. Is it true? City to east? Yes. Kill many man. Take many thing. You need more? Oddleaf's mouth opens, but finds no words. You admit it. You plundered Tolier and killed the people there. Many food, many weapons. Bring to you. You eat, you take. You slaughtered them and gave their things to us. Canary looks from Oddleaf to you, puzzled, then back to Oddleaf. Her front hooves pound the dirt and she gestures in the air. You kill at walls, you kill on road, man, horseborn, every. No, that's... damn. It's not the same thing. She doesn't get the difference. They must have done this before we even met them. How are we going to explain this away? There's nothing to explain. We either defend them or we don't. Canary. 1 or 2. This is your choice, folks. Number 1, we will protect you, but you must do exactly as I say from now on. Or number 2, you killed innocent women and children. I can't be responsible for that. You are on your own. What do you think? She is admitted to destroying all of the town of Tolier. Canary, the mother of Horseborn. She left as you slept. You should just stayed awake. You should wait until your mother sleeps next time, Reptile King. This is pack tactics. You are not the alpha. You don't get to say when everybody naps. You wait until you get to nest, and then you nap. No sympathy. None. Alright, Holy Pilgrim is saying go for 1. Protect the Horseborn. Flipperwort says, that Reptile King, no mom, I want to go back to the skink hole of pleasure. Skink hole? Starman says, number 1, who cares, just peasants. Flipperwort says 1. That's already 3 out of almost everybody who's watching. We're definitely leaning towards, we'll protect you, but you must do exactly as I say from now on. I'm sure Canary's gonna love that. The free-spirited Horseborn, sure. They're gonna love doing exactly as I say from now on. Right? Here we go. She trots nervously in place, then exhales through her nose and frowns. We listen for now, but we are not pets. I have to hope this is all going to be worth the trouble, Oddleaf. Me too. Sounds like Oddleaf's having a change of heart about the Horseborn. She loves Horseborn. We are on the move again. It's a big freaking city. It's a big city full of quiet people, but plenty of brass choirs. Static glitch in the music again. We're gonna go and finish off the next battle, and I'm gonna go ahead and reset the game so that we can get that glitch out of the way. In the crowds, you notice New Varl, who had just now entered the gates. Hacken has gone off to meet them, and eventually you catch up. Okay, so Hacken isn't dead. This is good news. A familiar face glares in your direction as he speaks. Eventually, we crossed paths with Bolverk and his ravens at the old ford. You remember Bolverk? The Berserker. Hard to forget. I thought I did some hard marches in our day, but not like this. Bolverk went his own way. Lucky we arrived when we did. I wasn't sure our Barang would still be here, or where you went. Have they treated you well since we parted, Hacken? Let's see what Hacken says about this. They left us to fend for ourselves as soon as we got here. It's good to have more Varl and Arborang, Vassal don't put it that way. Vassal gives you a cold stare. Don't think I've forgotten why Einertoft fell, little one. Or forgiven. That bridge had to be destroyed. I don't expect you to understand, but at least you keep your mouth silent. Hacken, where is the rat-haired mender responsible anyway? Gone to the north into the darkness. Juno and Avon claim they can solve this. Is that so? Juno and Avon. Makes you wonder who started the trouble in the first place. Grofheim is gone. Einertoft is gone. Jorundir gone. The dredge, on the other hand, Bolverk said he ran across Eyeless near Bindle, and Belluar is probably on his way here right now. We defeated Belluar at Borsgard, I saw it myself. Belluar doesn't die. And what if the others like Walker or Seethe? We don't know where they went. Is Ubin around here somewhere to write these things down at least? Afraid not, he decided to go south to Horseborn lands. Of course he did. Then I guess we're the last Varl, Hacken. Let us bring ruin to the dredge like the old days. Of our bones, the hills. Hacken breaks into a wide grin, clasping forearms with Vassals, a strange gladness about them. Of our bones, the hills! Some very staticky music right now, which is not the way to appreciate this game, I'll tell you that. So yeah, looks like Hakon survived the fight. That's good news. I thought for sure we had killed him. But I must have just injured him. But he's definitely no longer with our caravan, that's for sure. The path crossing the field from the other gate to the inner Blackrock is longer than it looks, but you walk through dense, smoky streets escalating toward the rise in the Blackrock Plateau. Rugga shuffles beside the guards who carry his chains. He has been unusually silent, but now he speaks softly in your ear. "Careful, Hunter," he says, even before you hear the shouts. "Looks like trouble ahead." It is trouble. A few yards ahead, you spy one of Petrus's guards face down, an arrow in his head. Petrus curses angrily and runs ahead just as armed men appear from the crowd, surrounding him and attack his guards. "It would be a tragedy if something happened to him," Rugga taunts. 1, 2, or 3, join Petrus to repel the attackers, or 2, stay ready and close to Rugga, or 3, stand aside and let things play out. I'm just going to continue to enjoy my cake batter. Tasty. I'm seeing a lot of support for 2, but that seems to mostly be from Flipper work. Reptile King and Holy Pilgrim agree. Starman says 1. Reptile King says 2 because it might be a distraction. Alright, we're going to go with 2. Stay ready and close to Rugga. It's lucky that you do, as the guard holding Rugga's chains topples from an unseen axe. Before Rugga can slink away, you knock him off his feet, just as assassins approach from the flank. Oh ho ho! Punk. Devious, devious punk. Alright, 3 in all talents, 1 strength attack, 1 break. Let me go ahead and take a look and see who has talents already. Okay, so this... Not oddly. That item might actually be really good for Rook. What do I have him on already? +2 will, +2 strength? Yeah, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to promote Rook up. He's going to be our first character at level 10. And that means 4 points available. The item we're giving him is going to give him +3 talents in every category that he has talents already unlocked in. So let me show you what that looks like. For Divert, he's now up to rank 6, which is a 30% chance to avoid armor attack. He's already up to 20% chance to avoid strength attack. We are also going to give him, you might have guessed it, Artery Strike, which gets him at rank 5, 30% bonus crit chance. And we're also going to give him Titan Straps to get him to rank 4 right away, 35% chance to regen 1 armor per turn. And we're going to finish ranking up Dodge, get him up to 25%. So now, if you just go down the list here, he's rank 4 in Titan Straps, rank 5 in Artery Strike, rank 5 in Dodge, and rank 6 in Divert. This is a really good item for having +3 in all talents, +1 strength attack, +1 break. Nobody else has enough renown, I should say. Scathak, you need kills, man. I really gotta focus on giving you kills. Reptile King was right. He called it. It was a flanking maneuver. Classic Velociraptor tactics. Clever girls. Clever girls. And yeah, it's also great because we got to knock him on his butt. You're right, Starman. Quickly, don't let Rugga slither away from this one. Yeah. Where is Rugga? Is that him right there? I think that is. He's already on his knees. Definitely some interesting, just like, peasant scenario. Everybody around. Some people want to jump into the fight. The goats are here to feed Reptile King when he's done. The sheep as well. all the detail. I love this. This is such a great game. I love the art style. Alright, so who do we have? Looks like there's 6 of them. With the bigger threats being down here. Is that Dagger? Oh my god, it's Dagger. I'm looking forward to killing that guy. That should be fun. Alright, so then, I'm going to set up Gil in front of the Spearman. Oddleaf is our number 2, right behind Gil. Rook next to Gil, then Skathek. Canary can go behind Skathek, and then Trigby on the far flank with his spear to ward them off. Ready to go. Dagger's first, he can't reach anybody, so that's fine. And we get some Thrashers, and we get their archers, and we get their shieldmen. Okay, then. I'm gonna go ahead and set up in this square with Gil. Let's see here, that's 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6, and 5. Alright, we're gonna go with Stonewall 2 points. Just want to double check the range on Rain of Arrows. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and have her move up to here. Rook can run through her, so I'm not worried about getting in the way. I'm gonna set it up. Set up the trap. Let's see who steps in it. Oh, come on. It was a waste of your willpower, my friend. Waste of your willpower. Sorry, did you need armor? You were wearing too much anyway. Let's get a good mule kick on this guy. Send it back to next speed. That archer's gonna try something on Gil, but guess what? Divert, resist, divert. Oh, this is Trigby. Okay. I thought I was Canary for a second. I was like, how close do I have to be in order to get the... Okay. We're just going to go this way. And we're going to really hurt this guy. 11. Oh, critical. He steps in the trap. Crit. Dagger's turn, huh? So you know what I'm going to do to Dagger? I'm not going to poison him. No. I'm actually going to immobilize him. Got pinned. I'm just going to restrict his movement by 4 tiles. And he's also poisoned from just a regular passive. And he can't move anywhere. His turn's basically done. This guy's stunned. So this guy is our next threat. The one up here. So I'm actually going to send Gil on over. And we're going to do a Guts. Do you have it? Kills Dagger. Which makes it this guy's turn. He still has 11 armor. But he's probably, if I had to guess, and if I were him, I'd be running towards Gil, right? So, let's double check the range on Rain of Arrows again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if she sets up here, that should be enough. Go ahead, go get Gil. Go get him. He's going for Oddleaf. No, he's going for Canary. Great. So I don't even have anybody I can shove into that spot now. Boo. Okay, kill Heroic. Promotion! You killed killed a guy. Congratulations. You'll get a pay increase. Oh, good. Okay. So what I'm going to do is on Gil's turn, I'm going to have him step to the other side of this Thrasher and then push the Thrasher into the trap. That'll work. Kill for Trigby. No, don't go away. It's annoying. Alright, Oddleif, your trap was a failure. But don't let that get you down. You can still kill him. And we're done. Mm-mm-mm. 11 more renown. Buttercream tastes so good. Petrus rallies his men with tremendous skill. You quickly repel the ambush with his help. Wiping his blade clean of blood, Petrus then leans into Rugga hard with fists and feet until the man is curled in a quivering ball in the ground. The thrashing ends when Petrus is satisfied. Back to your business, he barks at gawking bystanders. Once the caravan is ready to move again, Petrus finds you in the crowd. You showed your colors there, he says. It's noted. Now let's get this miserable bastard to a dark cell. So I'm afraid that with my mentioning of my wife baking a cake, I might have painted a very domestic picture of my wife. That is not the case. This is very rare. She never does this. Oh, and I'm talking over a conversation from Rook and Leo. I didn't see what they said. I'm not watching my chat. Looks like an awful lot of stairs, says Rook, followed by Leo, and no doubt why Meinl feels safe from watching from above. That's how long the delay is, folks. Alright, so you finally approach the black stone walls deep at the center of Arborang. Petrus instructs you to head up the stairs while he hauls Rugga away. Oddleif huffs when she learns she can't join you. I guess only the important people are invited, she says. I'll try to find a place for the rest of us. Where do you think it's best? As far as possible, back near the gates, or just trust her with it. I'll let you all pick. Oh, you're talking about cooking up some Dakota Raptors? Dakota wings. Nice. Everybody's talking about which of the Warhammer race's babies taste the best. Interesting. We're looking like we're leaning towards a 2. Hey, Ben Bloomberg. Welcome, 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 welcome. Glad you can join us. Starman says, trust our girl. Starman, you say that all the time. I have to tell you, though, the R you're looking for is O-U-R. Flipperwort says we want more pizza deliveries, so back near the gates. Just think. Reptile King also agrees, but Starman, the lone person saying it's your call, so let's go ahead and stay back near the gates in case we're needed quickly. Alright. Look, says Oddleif, we don't need to lead every charge, you know, but I'll try to find something. As Oddleif heads off, she looks to the top of the plateau. Up there is where we want to be. Maybe if you had the king's ear? Well, you were too late, Holy Pilgrim. I chose to. Even though Oddleif told us what she was thinking anyway. The Black Rock Plateau casts a long indigo shadow over you like a storm cloud. As you climb the steps, the view shifts from verdant green hills into a morbid panorama of carnage and darkness. Eventually, you come to stand beside rich and powerful men with long names and banners, called before King Meinolf as you were. Hakon is here, as well as Canary, both given a wide berth. From where you stand at the back of his enormous hall, King Meinolf looks small and withered upon the throne. He speaks slowly, as if stepping carefully through cobwebs of old memories. You can only hear bits and pieces about changes of heart and protecting the weak. Eventually, you give up trying to make out the words. Suddenly, the hall goes silent. Everyone is turned to stare at you. The king beckons, and you approach. Oh, Luden's still alive. That's good news. Oh yeah, Meinolf is alive. We didn't kill him, he was still poisoned. They dragged him away from both battles. With this, the king sends the crowds away and takes you aside privately. You are to be thanked in person for bringing my son home to me. Now I'm afraid I must selfishly beg a favor of you. The road between Borsgard and Arboreng is long, especially shared with a man like Rugga. Tell me, how did you fare in his company? Rugga made things difficult, but we had an understanding. Good. If you don't understand a man, you don't understand his actions. And you end up surprised when he puts a dagger in your back. Meinolf knowingly pats his own shoulder with a weak smile. I suspect you already know this, but the man has poisoned me. He did it when we met in good faith, to negotiate peace. My menders have been unable to find a cure. Rugga and I have something of a long and miserable history. He would gladly watch me wither on the throne, but perhaps you could coax an antidote from him. Convince him on my behalf. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Do we just go straight forward, or would we try to hustle him? We can always try to hustle a little bit, or do we just... Yeah, okay, I can do this. Good faith. Holy Pilgrim is complaining that the damned humans were distracting him from picking the answer he wanted to on the last one. That is a valid strategy. They can always do that. Dude's poison don't work fast enough, according to Flipperwort. Definitely not Lestrian poison. No, this is a slow one. Humble murder machine. So I got 1 vote for 1 and 1 vote for 2. Flipperwort saying 1. Ben Bluebird going for number 2. Just beat him until he gives it to us? That's a good idea. If you're good at something, never do it for free. Flipperwort's changing his opinion. He's now going for 2. Holy Pilgrim says 1. Flipperwort has swapped back again. He's now going 1. 1 seems to be in the majority. Let's ask the question. You're not my only, but if I know Rugga, this is all part of a game, and I will use every option I have. Succeed, and you'll know my generosity. 10 renown. The king calls for Petrus, and you soon hear his hard boots echoing off the high ceilings. My king. Captain Petrus, our friend Rook, has agreed to speak with Rugga. And Petrus, follow our guest's orders. You are now his to command as he needs. See that this gets resolved as soon as possible. 35 more renown. Okay. I'm going to take this opportunity because I know it just did a change in the days and we have 74 renown. I'm going to take a look at the load. It says day 2, so I should not... well, or is that like the very end of day 2? Don't let the pictures fool you. They're not a good... So we're going to go by the time. So that was 7:31. It's currently 7:38. I do not have a save file in there yet. So we're going to go ahead and keep playing. We'll go talk to Oddleaf. You're back. So what was all that about? What did the king have to say? Something about putting aside our differences, and he wants me to try and wring an antidote out of Rugga. Since Meinolf's dying, everyone's been let into the city under his protection. I wonder if I'd change my mind like that if I knew the end was near. Is it not? Shut up, you know what I mean. So how are you feeling about all of this? All of this. Care to narrow it down? She smiles politely, waiting for your question. What would you do in Meinolf's position? That's a tough one. You know me, I want everyone to live, maybe not even hate each other. Rugga's men are bastards, but I don't think they deserve to die. And we're going to have to make amends with the Varl. They're not happy about how things played out. but I'm not the king, so I guess there's not much else to say about it. What's your deal with the Horseborn, anyway? My deal? What do you mean? Oh, you're going to pretend like there's nothing up with you. I heard you giggle the first time you saw one. I don't giggle. Okay, look, just don't repeat this, I promise. I promise. When I was a girl, I remember my father showing me pictures of horses. They looked amazing. I wanted one so bad. Then he told me they were all killed, totally wiped out. Do you know the story? Legend says the Loom Mother made horses, and another god created the Horseborn from them. But there was a time when both Horseborn and horses existed. They'd see people use horses for farming and carrying goods and wouldn't know how to react. Was it slavery? Were horses like children to them, or some living reminder that they're just dumb beasts? You could ask the same about Varl. Oh, come on, it's not the same. Varl looked pretty different from Yax. No debate about how the Horseborn were made. Anyway, rather than let anyone own horses, stories say the Horseborn went crazy and slaughtered them all. Then they fought the humans a bit, but eventually retreated far south. They say the Horseborn felt such shame about the massacre they just never returned. Who knows what the truth really is? Up till the moment I saw one, I was never even sure the Horseborn really existed. But they're real. They're really real. And they're beautiful. And they're causing us all kinds of problems. Oddly, something, because I accidentally double-clicked. Tell me about it. I think her smile vanishes, is what it says. She smiles politely, waiting for your question. What should we do about Rugga? Gods, I wish he just didn't exist. You know, he's not going to just hand over a cure, not without a high price anyway. He's gambling with people's lives for his own benefit. Different people, different needs. I can't argue with that. Nobody thinks they're in the wrong. You spend so much time and effort trying to do the right thing, and here comes Rugga. He may as well be stabbing children as he goes, and people love him for it. But anyway, what can we do? Threats and beatings don't seem to work. The man can take a punch, I'll give him that. Can't kill him yet either, for Meinolf's sake. What does he even want? The throne? What's the point of ruling Arborang for a couple of days before that darkness takes it back? Ugh, I'm sick of thinking about Rugga. Let's change the subject. Well, we better get back to camp. Yeah, I suppose we should. How are you holding up? You ever get tired of doing the right thing? You have no idea. Well, I have some idea. Just remember, you've always got a shoulder here. Don't try to carry this all on your own. Morale improved. There are things that you cannot unsee. Man, you still talking about that Horseborn. Yay. I doubt there was an autosave after that, but I'm going to double check anyway. Oh, there was. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take advantage of this. We're going to go into a quick hiatus. Very, very fast. I just want to go ahead and get the sound reset, so I'm going to restart the game. And the stream's not going anywhere. I'm still here with you. But there's just way too much static while all of this is going on. Okay. And quick moment to check on my stream report. Looks like I've only had 3 instances of skipped frames. That's not bad. About mostly an hour or so ago. Okay. Let me go ahead and get the game ready to roll again. Appius is always with us. That's a very scary religion. Please don't do that. I do love buttercream. Buttercream frosting. Okay, play Banner Saga 3. Here we go. Alright, the game's back. And hey, we're up to 8 viewers. That's great news for me. I don't think I've ever had that many. At least not concurrent. So I'd like to thank you all for carrying that hype train to Discord and letting people know that there is a stream. And that there is a chance to win a copy of Banner Saga 2. We'll do that when we reach the end of the chapter. I've already given out Banner Saga 1. Our lucky winner is Starman, which is highly appropriate. He's probably been here with me the most consistently since the beginning. So, go ahead. Tell him congratulations. I'm going to go and talk to good old Petrus. We've not had time for proper introductions. I didn't even know it would be necessary. Are you comfortable with the king's orders? It's not a matter of comfort. I was given as much warning as you were. That is to say, none. But if these are the king's orders, I will follow them. Is there anything you wish to know? Petrus stands at attention, waiting for your response. Well, what can you provide? Several hundred trained fighters, weapons and armor, and access to the king, should you need it. Several hundred fighters in a city of several 100,000? We're lucky for that. Look at Frostfeller, our Boarsguard, the wealthy by control. 1 second, everybody. Can you give me some water? Please? Thank you. Any upset of balance in the wealthy families hack each other to pieces over it. Innocent people get caught in the fray. Don't mind the ice machine, folks. Alright. The king is trying to change that in Arborang, but it's slow going. Tradition dies hard. And in my experience, many would just prefer to hack each other to pieces in the first place. Well, okay, so let's get his backstory. How did you become the guard captain in Arborang anyway? He looks uncomfortable and unaccustomed to talking about himself. I won't bore you with the details. I was an orphan. When I was young and impetuous, I overthrew the vicious bastards who were selling children in the slums. I did it without killing a man. King Meinolf made me an honor guard. A few years later, after an attempted coup, I became captain. You may have a guess who incited the attempted coup. Fast rise to power. Power only means you have the luxury of putting your own needs last. Petrus stands at attention, waiting for your response. I like that saying. Power only means you put your own needs last. Something like that. That was interesting. So why did Meinolf put me in charge? I'm an outsider. It would be above my position to assume. But, in my opinion, you answered the question yourself. The king knows the other clans in Arborang. Too well, I think. Schemes and secret plots flourish in a city like this, but your banner speaks for you. Who better than an indebted outsider to handle the other outsiders? So he can expect me to do as he says and take the blame if things go wrong too. That's one way to look at it. Aren't the wealthy families in Arborang going to be upset about this? Without a doubt. Well, you probably have things to do. As you say, my men are spread thin already. I'm almost more worried about the clans than the dredge. May I offer some advice? Please do. Rely on me to understand this city. Sometimes men who come from the countryside see things as a straight path, but Arborang is a circle. If you try to change direction suddenly, you risk being flung over a cliff, and we are dangerously close to a steep drop. I appreciate your counsel. Thank you. Of course, if you need me, I will be nearby. Morale improved. Flipperwort, I'm going to forgive you this one time for that hashtag. I don't like it. Just saying, I don't like it. Alright. Here we go. On to Petrus 2.0. I've never had that much renown. Actually, I have. Only one other time have I had more renown. I had 100-something renown the other day in my wife and I's playthrough of Banner Saga 3, the next chapter. We started up and we're like, what? 100 renown? I was spending points for like an hour. It was glorious. Petrus escorts you to your camp, which was set up while you were gone. I know King Meinolf asked you to speak with Rugga at once, but after his men ambushed us, I may have been too, he's not capable of speech for the moment. It seems like you two have some history. I will bring you to speak with him as soon as possible. For now, I would suggest rest. It has been a long day for us all. Oddleif has been waiting for you to return. You can hear singing and laughing in the distance. Where is everyone? Celebrating! For the first time since we left Skoger, we can just stop. We made it. Thanks to you. I don't feel done yet. The dredge could easily tear through that flimsy outer wall if they wanted to. And as far as I can tell, we've still got no answer to the darkness. What do you think Ivor's doing right now? I'll let you all pick this one, because we're actually very close to the end of the chapter. 1, 2, or 3. Number 1 is, I don't know, I just hope they're doing it quickly. Number 2 is probably keeping them all from killing each other, if I know Ivor. Or number 3, whatever it is, I think you can handle it. 1, 2, 3. Flipperwort says 2. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that one because that's the one we're leaning on already. We still have 1 and 3 left to go. Starman is also saying 2. Reptile King says 2. Rook knows his giant friend best. Samuel Capone, welcome, says 2. Holy Pilgrim, I think you're outvoted because that's already 4 people and there's only 8 people watching and I'm one of them. So here we go. I know you're right, but I miss him. It feels strange, this sudden calm. Nothing to do but wait. You're right. Can't even work on Rugga yet. The guard captain went wild on him. Good. On the other hand, what if Meinolf dies? Between Rugga's loyalists, the Horseborn, and the power struggle, this city may turn on itself. The harder we try to grip this world, the faster it seems to slip from our fingers. Star Wars, anybody? Star Wars? Extra kudos points to the person who could tell me the name of the actress with that line. The more you tighten your grip, the more star systems will slip through your fingers. It's a classic. Iron Cowboy, the giveaway isn't over yet, but first round of the giveaway went to Starman, but I still have Banner Saga 2 to give away, which I'm giving away at the very end of the stream. Carrie Fisher, Flip Reward, you are correct. You've gotten some points. Alright, so the harder we try to grip this world, the faster it seems to slip from our fingers. What if we didn't think about the rest of the world for one night? Are you suggesting? Yes, Rook, I'm very much suggesting. 1, 2, or 3. Another choice for you all to it. Here you go. Then I'm very much accepting. 2, you know what you mean to me, Oddleaf, but maybe another time. Or 3, I don't think we should. He does not win a Star Wars. No, he wins a Star War. I don't know why I made that joke. I actually can't stand that line from Arrested Development. All he wins is points. He just got points. Personal points. Irredeemable for anything else. Just points. See, if I know my chat, and if I know Starman, yeah, I saw that one coming. Flipboard says number 2, Brooding Hero. We're gonna Rurouni Kenshin this. Starman's gonna start spamming 1 until the chat makes him stop. Yeah, I saw it coming. Holy Pilgrim agrees with Starman. Reptile King says 4, which isn't an option. Ben Bloomberg says 1. Holy Pilgrim says do the Oddleaf. Is that a dance move? I hope that's a dance move. Reptile King says he's actually just going for 2 2s. Alright, well, we're leaning towards 1. Here we go. Oh, then I guess the celebration will have to wait for us a little longer. Chapter 17, Raising High, Their Shining Light. But we will save that for next time. Right now, it's just going through a whole bunch of cutscenes that would start Chapter 17. But I don't want to see them. I actually want to save them for next time. Going back to the main screen. Time for our last giveaway. Let me go ahead and bring that volume on the music down, because this one can get pretty loud. I'd like to thank everybody for coming, and let's go ahead and get our next giveaway started. Go ahead and pull up the bot. Okay, let me open up the window for the stream. Let's see here. We did Dog Dirt for the first one. I think this time we're going to do something a little bit more close to home. This time here's what I want you to type in. You all saw it coming. You all know what it's going to have to be. Please say horse porn. Type in the word horse porn for your chance to win Banner Saga 2. And we'll see how many people I get here. Don't spam it if you can do me that favor. Oh, the stream's down, huh? Okay, well there is something I can do to... Okay, are we back up? I think we're back up. Yes, please type in the word horse porn for your chance to win Banner Saga 2. Words that I never thought I'd ever say. Alright, so Holy Pilgrim is entered in. Is anybody else ready to go? Who else wants a chance to win? I don't have an 8-ball. Nice try. Who else wants a chance to win Banner Saga 2? So far, just Holy Pilgrim has entered himself in. Flipper Ward is in as well. Samuel Capone says, good luck to everybody. This one is all you guys. Reptile King is in on it. And I'll let you all know. Let's say if you already own a copy of the game, or it's not something that you think is your speed, you're just fine watching somebody else play it, enter in anyway. You might actually get a chance to gift it to somebody else down the line, and I do really want to give the gift of Banner Saga out there. And also special thanks to Stoic Games, who gave me these 2 keys. They gave me the first one because I won a drawing similar to you all, but they gave me the second key after I mentioned that I was going to give them away on a stream. So this one is specifically meant for you guys. Alright, so then Iron Cowboy is entered, Bloomberg is entered. Okay, let me see here. That means we have a grand total of Holy Pilgrim, Flipperwort, Reptile King, Iron Cowboy, Ben Bloomberg, so that's 5 people are entered. We're going to generate a random number between 1 and 5. Here I go. And the winning number is 2, which I believe was Flipperwort. I think he was the second one to enter in. Yes, he was. So Flipperwort, find me on Discord after this stream. Congratulations to you. You've won a copy of Banner Saga 2. Starman, you've earned a copy of Banner Saga 1. Highly appropriate, I think, since, like I mentioned, you've been here since the very beginning. Flipperwort, I know you've already played these through. I do hope you pass it along to somebody else. And on that note about where is this game available, where can you find it, where can you play it, honestly, this game is on just about every single platform, from smart refrigerators to Xbox 360s. I don't know that if they've made Banner Saga 2 and 3 for 360 and PS3, but Banner Saga 1 was during their life cycle. So they came out, Banner Saga 1 came out on last generation consoles, and they're still available on the modern day consoles as well. So this is always available for everybody. Again, find me on Discord, okay? I'm going to message you guys there. Do me a favor, if you're still in the chat, Starman, Flipperwort, message in the chat what your Discord name is on the Heir of Carthage server, and I'll find you there, okay? That would be great. I'm going to stick around. I'm not going to end the stream until I know I've gotten those comments from you guys, okay? Oh, Flipperwort doesn't actually own it yet. He's only binged YouTube for the plot. Well, that's fascinating. That's great. So now you'll have 2. Flipperwort is asking, does it run on Linux? I don't know. It's a Steam game, but it runs on Mac. It runs on PC. I think that's probably in your favor. Okay. So please, Flipperwort, Starman, tell me what your names are on Discord so I can find you there, okay? Actually, I'm going to go ahead and quit the game out. It's going to go to a black screen, but that's fine. I'm still with you. Appius is always with you. Going to open up Discord just so I can make sure I get them. And also, special thanks to Holy Pilgrim, because I know you were probably my biggest hype man during all of this. Was very helpful. Brought me all the way up to 9 people who are watching right now, which is fantastic. Okay, so Flipperwort doesn't have Discord or membership. So Flipperwort, send me a message on YouTube. And Starman, your name is Solar Army. That makes sense. Okay, Flipperwort, send me a message on YouTube, yeah, just send me a message on YouTube. I will get the key to you that way. All right. Solar Army. Let's see if I can find you. Solar Army. Enter. No, I want the members list. Scrolling down. Man, so many people have joined in just the last couple of days. It's kind of nuts. There's Solar Army. Okay. I'm gonna message you. Perfect. All right, Flipperwort. I will find you on YouTube. I'll either message you directly from here, or I will respond to your message. But it looks like it's definitely not for Linux by the looks of it from Holy Pilgrim. That's sad. But this is something that you can gift to somebody else if you get the chance. So Flipperword is asking, what do I need? We'll get in touch. We'll figure it out. Okay? All right, guys. I want you all to have a great evening. Enjoy yourselves. Have a great time. Thank you for coming.